Hello everybody and welcome to July. Today being the 1st of July is the perfect day for me to see what the angels have in store for the month of July for us all. So you can find more information about me at www.lightingtheways.com. So now straight down to our angel reading, and it's really beautiful to think that we're heading into another beautiful month with lots of experiences, and of course the eclipses are starting again this month. And we will start with a very simple 3-card angel card reading, and we will just broaden it out from there. So now we'll just ask, what are the main messages for us this month? As I close my eyes, I see a very bright light. So it really indicates to me that the angels are letting us know that it is a month for us to embrace our truth and embrace ourselves, embrace the love that's within us and all of that light. So I'm just going to take the 3 cards and we will see what messages are coming through for us. I need my final card. Here we go. So the first 3 cards are blessings. So the angels want us to know that they're offering us many, many blessings, and these come in very different ways. So it's really important for us to be tuned in and turned on, really, to receive the messages. And the very easiest way for us to receive messages is either while we're asleep in dream state, or while we're, relaxed and in that quiet space for ourselves. So whether that is deliberate meditation, or whether we're sitting just allowing ourselves to connect with our breath, connect with our essence, connect with our heart and soul. And that's for me how I like to receive my messages, is just to sit in the quiet. And I do get a lot of downloads while I'm asleep as well. So for all of us, we have our own unique way, but it's really important for us to know that the blessings are being showered upon us. There's quite a lot of creativity involved in this. They're offering us some healing around opening up our pure gifts of creativity, our service to the world, really. What is our mission? What did we come down here to do? And if you can see that we are being totally showered this month, and that's the bright light. And our middle card is a manifestation. So this is our current card. So for me, this is about bringing it into form. So all of those wishes and all of those desires that we have been holding in our hearts, it's time for us to see it become manifest in form for us. So whether it's that new job, that house move, that contented feeling within, whatever it may be for you, you know what your heart's desires are. So allow the blessings into your life and reap the rewards by seeing that being manifested. So it's always this or something greater. And sometimes we hold very attached to an idea of something that's right for us, but the universal energy knows exactly what's right for us. So sometimes when we don't get that job promotion or get that job, or we don't meet that person that we think is just right for us, or we meet somebody and it all falls apart and we start asking all the questions, it really is that there's something greater there awaiting us. So just stay open to receiving that magnificence really into our lives. And our 3rd card, which is our card going forward, so the card that they're asking us to use basically to manifest in our lives, is to get into that quiet space. So they really do tie it in for us. So meditation, so you could go to meditation classes, you could use some videos on YouTube to get you started if you're not familiar with meditation, or you could go to the park or the beach and just walk mindfully, just noticing your steps, listening to the waves, hearing the gulls, whatever it may be, tuning into your breath. For me, nature really is, I suppose, for me, what I use to bring myself into a very deep state. And I also have a lovely seat in this room, just a regular armchair. I'm sorry, now I'm going to have to take a drink of water because I do have a sore throat. And I allow myself into that quiet space. And it's in that quiet space that the ideas and the inspirations are dropped in, because we may think we are our mind, but really we are our soul. So the angels are reminding us to allow ourselves into that quiet space, to receive the blessings, and then see that manifest in our lives. So July really is a month about manifesting. And that was my middle card, which is my present day card. So it's about manifesting into our lives. And now I want to ask our beautiful Archangel Michael, what is his special message for us for the month of July. So I love this deck from Archangel Michael. And I'm just asking and connecting with him for a moment. I see a beautiful green light, which I wouldn't normally associate with Michael, but he's telling me that there's a huge energy for healing this month. So we really do need to get into the nature and allow the healing in. So there are two messages actually, so there are two cards stuck together. So the first one is guarded and protected. Thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we are safe and that all of our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and graciously, knowing that all is right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance. So you really need to ask. And there's the green. That's why I was seeing the green. He's in his green cladding today. And the second one is self-respect. So the first one is guarded and protected, and the second one is self-respect. Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see as you see me, through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I am surrounded by loving and kind people. So there are the two messages from beautiful Archangel Michael. So he wants you and all of us to know that we're guarded and protected, and to start working with him on self-respect and to look after ourselves and to love ourselves at an even deeper level. So those of you that know me know that I like to take a card for the children for the month. So I use this lovely deck by Diana Cooper, and we will ask now for one simple card for our children. A message that we can pass to our children. Oops, this has jumped out. So it says, answers. When you don't know what to do, ask the angels and they will whisper to you. Say to yourself, my angel will help me find an answer. So lovely and simple. So for us to encourage our children to ask the angels and to wait and hear the whispers that the angels whisper in our ears. And that is something we can take on board for ourselves as well as adults, because that's really what we do. We ask for help, no matter in what form we ask for help. When we're asking the angels for help, it could be, oh, I've had enough of this, I just can't cope with this anymore, I surrender, I hand it over. Or it could be a loving ask for help, like please help me. And it could be putting your wish list down and honouring it and burning it and sending it up with reverence. We all have different ways of asking for help. But this is a month for us to manifest. So to see our dreams coming into reality, and quiet time, being in that quiet space, getting into nature, being in silence, allowing yourself to begin to meditate, and even a few minutes a day, and that will easily turn into 10 or 15 minutes and maybe even longer. But honestly, you don't have to even think about meditating. Think about getting quiet, because when we think about getting quiet, it just opens up that space. So when we allow the emptiness to start sitting with us, we can fill up with inspiration, because it's always there for us to connect with. It's just sometimes our minds are quite full of thoughts and they're quite busy, and it's difficult for us then to hear the messages that are being handed to us by the angels, or to see the pointers. So they very often come through people, through situations, and sometimes through lessons. So just allowing ourselves to see if something isn't right for us, staying open to what is. And only, actually in the month of June, today's the 1st of July, did I see that very, very clearly with my own eyes, with two people in particular that had connected with me and asked me would I help them with a particular job that they were applying for. And for me, I would always ask if this is right for the soul, you know, if this is for the growth of the person, if this is meant to be so this or something better. And I use a lovely process called the blessing bowl, because I use that in IET. It's one of the processes that we use to help us to manifest with the love of the angels. And both of them secured a different job to what they were actually initially applying for and wanting. And both of them are extremely happy because it's beyond their wildest dreams what they did secure. So it's complete affirmation for me. So I can sit here in front of this camera and put my hand on my heart and say, you know, this works. It works for everybody that works with it. So I would like to, I suppose, bid you farewell on that. And I will see you again for the month of August with another reading from the angels. So these are not predictions, these are readings. So it's up to us to work with them. So really the big message is to allow ourselves to get quiet, allow the light of our soul to shine, to see those manifestations arriving, and to encourage our children, if we have children, maybe I have grandchildren now, our neighbours' children, our friends, whatever. So if we have children in our lives that we would like to inspire, just say to them to ask their angels for the answers and see what happens. I know that when I talk to my 7-year-old grandson, and he in particular loves Archangel Michael, and I might say to him, you know, what does Archangel Michael say? And he just closes his eyes for a moment and he has an answer straight away. So we also have those answers. It's just a matter of getting quiet. So have an absolutely wonderful month of July and allow yourself to feel that self-love rising up in a very gentle and yet reassuring method for you. So whatever that may be, getting yourself out there into nature, allowing yourself some quiet time, giving yourself the attention that you would give to a loved one, and just see the miracles happen all around you. So God bless you and namaste.